complete the application and for EPS to accept the application for processing. The terms of the merchant agreement are 2 pages. We ask that the merchant simply read and initial the bottom of these 2 pages, accepting the terms and conditions of the merchant processing agreement. The LADCO lease non-cancelable equipment finance lease is a total of 4 pages. The first section is requesting information about the merchant's business. Please list the corporate and DBA name, their tax ID, billing address, this is where the merchant would like their correspondence sent to, and a telephone number. Please enter the type of business, whether it is a corporation, partnership, sole proprietorship, or LLC, as well as the years in business. Equipment supplier will always be EPS Electronic Payment Systems. Our telephone number is 1-800-863-5995. Billing address, 6472 South Quebec Street, Englewood, Colorado, 80111. Equipment and payment information. Enter each piece of equipment the merchant will be leasing and the quantity of the equipment, such as a Nerite 8320, 1 piece of equipment, an RDM 6014, 1 piece of equipment. Please also list the lease terms in months, such as 48 months, and the monthly payment the merchant will be seeing deducted from their account, plus any taxes. About your bank information, please list the bank name, ABA number, and business checking account number. This information will be used for LADCO leasing to deduct their payment. The lease acceptance and the personal guarantee must be signed, the title, printed name, and the date. Below the lease acceptance and the personal guarantee, please list the merchant's home address, city, state, zip code, home telephone number, and their social security number. The next 3 pages are the equipment finance lease terms. Please have your merchant initial and date the bottom of each page accepting to the terms of the lease agreement. Bank disclosure page. This letter is to notify the merchant of compliance and to also make the merchant aware that any funds depositing and debiting to and from the merchant's bank account will be coming from Merrick Bank on behalf of EPS. This merchant information, mid-page, will need to be completed and the bottom of this form will need to be signed. Application Addendum. This page will help EPS and our risk management team understand more about the merchant's business and the services they provide. Please describe the services or product offered. This can be salon services, medical services, auto repair, auto body. A brief description, but enough information to advise our risk management on what the merchant is providing. EPS will ask for further documentation if it is not clear on the services or products being sold. As an example, business marketing. What type of marketing? What are they marketing? For businesses, how are the items or services priced? For example, salon services, cuts, $15 and up. Transmission repair, $1,500 depending on length of service. How is the product manufactured? If it is an appliance store, Maytag, GE. If they're an auto repair or salon, it is not applicable. Where is the product or service advertised? Yellow pages, flyers, word of mouth, or website. If the merchant has a website, please list the website address here. The website must be up and operational unless it is a new business and under construction. How is the product ordered or purchased? If it is a retail business, in person. If it's a call center environment, over the phone. How is the product or service delivered? In person, UPS, FedEx, or USPS. What is the business's warranty or refund policy? 30-day refund, in-store credit only, or no refunds? The merchant will need to sign and date the bottom of the application addendum. The terminal order form is very important and will assist our technical support in the file build, our shipping department with the equipment shipping, and our agent relations with proper billing. Please start by placing your agent's office information at the top right of the page. The next few lines will be the business name, address, city, state, and zip code, and the phone number the merchant would like on the terminal receipt. Please list the email address for the merchant. This will allow EPS to send emails to the merchant with any information pertaining to the merchant account, and also for any username or passwords to be set for online access, if they have requested that service. Next, please mark if the merchant will be accepting American Express cards. EPS will automatically complete the setup for Discover cards. On the next line, please tell us how you would like the terminal set up. Retail only, meaning no tip line. Tip function, used most commonly for salons, restaurants, and the service industries, and EBT for the Quest food stamp cards. If the merchant needs to accept the EBT cards, they will need to apply through their local county or parish to accept these card types. Once approved, the merchant will receive a certificate with a certification number. This certificate will need to be faxed to EPS Tech Support to complete the EBT setup. The next section is for the equipment information. Please identify all equipment types and the merchant will be using. For example, if the merchant will be using the EPS 90 program and accepting PIN-based debit, you will need to mark the NEREIT box, enter the model type of 8320, mark the check imager box, and enter the model type 6014 RDM. The next section is used for equipment shipping information. Mark the appropriate box if you need EPS to send the equipment. If you are providing the equipment or if the merchant already has equipment, please check No Shipping. If EPS is sending the equipment, please list how you would like the equipment sent, overnight, second day, or ground. If the address for shipping is different than the address in the first section of the form, please list the correct shipping address. Keep in mind we cannot ship to a P.O. box. If you are needing assistance with the download or file build, please insert that information. Or you can contact our technical support when you are at the merchant's location for assistance with the install. As an example, if you are signing the merchant up for an online gateway through Authorize.net, you can request that EPS build the file for you. We will need to know if the merchant will be using a card reader for a card present account or using the Authorize.net as a card not present account. The last section is used only for additional information. If you want EPS to download multiple merchant accounts to the same terminal, such as a salon, you can list the additional account to be set up in this space. PCI compliance and the Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard SAQ Self-Assessment Questionnaire is a form that will need the merchant's signature on the very top line, followed by the printed name of the owner and business name below. EPS will complete the questionnaire with the merchant. ACH form. The merchant will need to provide electronic payment systems the bank account information to post all ACH credit and debits to. EPS is able to accept the bank account information in the form of a commercially imprinted voided check. If a voided check is not available, then a bank letter on bank stationery signed by someone at the bank that we can call and verify the information must include the routing and account number. EPS cannot accept a temporary check or a deposit slip. EPS requires just a few more documents along with the merchant application to complete the approval process. We need a copy of the merchant's business license, a copy of the merchant's driver's license, which will help our processing department with valid residential information, and a copy of 1 month's credit card processing statement. This will assist the underwriting in the approval process. American Express application. Although EPS does not deposit the American Express transactions into the merchant's bank account, we can submit the applications to accept American Express cards and receive a merchant ID number. This process normally takes an additional 12 to 24 hours to add the merchant's account. If the merchant already accepts American Express with a current processor, there is no need to complete this form. Simply place the American Express MID on the second page of the merchant application under Pricing Schedule A. Completing this form is quite simple. The only information that is needed to be completed is the signatures information near the bottom of the page. The merchant will then need to sign the bottom of the page accepting the terms once approved for American Express. The merchant receipt form is for use at your discretion and is to be left as a purchase receipt for your merchant. On this form, you can list any fees you are charging to the merchant for registration, equipment fees, or supplies. This page does not need to be sent in with the merchant application. You have successfully completed your EPS Merchant Service application and LADCO lease agreement. Please fax the application and lease agreement to 877-355-3771.